friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. So nice to see you today. Pinch Punch, first of the month. Right? Yeah, it's May 1st, so happy Beltane. And Claire C., are you here? Are you here? Claire and I have a May 1st joke. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, obviously, May 1st is a special day that welcomes the warmer weather. Of course, May 1st has it's celebrated around the world in a lot of different ways. It is also the International Workers of the World Day. So, all kinds of fun stuff. Glad you're here. You know what we're going to do. We're going to do, well, actually today, since it is the first day of the month, we are going to do a card for May for the collective, 3 cards for the week for the collective, and then single cards for those who request. And of course, tarot scopes will be up soon, either today or tomorrow. You'll be able to get your tarot scopes here for the month of May. All right, I got a treat for you. Do you know this deck? This is way out of print. New Century Tarot by Rolf Eichelman, U.S. Games deck. And it's fun, it's colorful, you don't see it much. So is it rare? Maybe? Is it beloved? I don't know, you tell me. But that's what we're going to use today. All right. So good to see all of you. Let's get shuffled, and let me thank Lisa Harmon for being a member and for the super sticker. And let me thank Pamela Phillips for being a member and for the super sticker. Super chats and super stickers are ways that you can support this broadcast. It's really, really appreciated. And of course, becoming a member is a way that you can support this channel. And when you become a member, there are some special perks. Right, there you go, Claire C. Hooray, hooray, it's the first day of May. That's what I was looking for. Make sure it's so cool to see that deck. Do you know this deck? It's cool, right? Right. Man, I'm set up here differently. I don't know why, but I got switched. So now when I'm looking at the cards, it looks like I'm looking away from the cards. I'll fix that before I come back for the next live. All right. I also want to remind you on Wednesday, we have our Global Tarot Circle, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendar, link's already up. Please join us as we share readings and tarot conversation and informal tarot study. All right, Claire C., thank you for the super chat. And oh man, that's my other favorite thing from Mixure. It's going to be May, the Justin Timberlake thing. I love that. Well, really, it's an NSYNC thing, isn't it? Right? Melissa, Mercury retrograde. My tech is a mess. I am so sorry. All right. Yeah, y'all, mark your calendar for this Wednesday so you can join us for Global Tarot Circle. All right, so first, it's going to be May. Let's do one card for the month of May. And of course, you'll come back and get your tarot scopes either later today or tomorrow. Hey, Wheel of Fortune for the month of May. I'm taking that in a hopeful way. And you know, the Wheel of Fortune is such an interesting card, interpreting it on its own without a lot of context, because it's like, oh, it could be good luck. It's going to be a lucky month. It could also be, yeah, man, watch your butt, because what goes around comes around. It could also be, oh, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. It's unpredictable. Anything could happen. But I choose luck in this case. May will be lucky, and the wheel will start to turn in a positive way. And I think it is fun that on Beltane, which is one of the 4 major spokes in the Wheel of the Year, we get the Wheel of Fortune. If there is any card in the deck that could correspond with the wheel of the year, it would be this card. So I think that's really, really auspicious, and I love it. All right. Here we go. Okay. Now, 3 cards for the collective. And y'all know how this works. When we're doing the collective reading, when I'm going through the chat and reading for each person, while you're waiting for your card, whatever you hear, even if it's not spoken directly to you, whatever you hear that makes sense to you and is like, oh, sounds good to me, it is for you. It's not spoken to you, it's not directly to you, but because you heard it, because you're here, it's for you. All right. 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. The Hermit. The 10 of Swords. No! And the Magician reversed. Good Lord. So this is like this whole story, right? There's smart people and there's stupid people and they make life miserable for everybody. Not just this week, though, all the time. So, what do we say here? We say every one of us has a choice. Every one of us has a choice to really figure out where the wisdom is, or to allow, and this is funny because we are in Mercury retrograde, and the Magician reversed literally is the card of Mercury retrograde. So I think that's fun that the cards are literally speaking to what's going on right now. It's Beltane and we got the wheel. It's Mercury retrograde and we got the Magician reversed. I think this is fun. And Lisa said we had the Magician reversed last week. Yes. And I think a lot of that is Mercury retrograde. Thanks for remembering that. But it's also true that the Magician reversed can speak to closed-mindedness. The Magician reversed, like, which card would you associate with the burning of books? The Magician reversed, right? Closed-mindedness, because in its upright position, the Magician is very open-minded. All the tools, all the skills, all the abilities, all the willingness to learn. Reversed, we're not communicating, we're not learning, our minds are closed. But then look, we have the Hermit. Now, the Magician and the Hermit, for me, are very much connected. And they can both speak to wisdom, right? And here's the Hermit, first card up, not reversed. And so to me, this really speaks to, we have wisdom. We have wisdom, we know what to do, we know how to handle it, and we just have to act with wisdom. So whether we're speaking as a community or as individuals this week, pay extra, special, careful attention to finding the wisdom and not being taken in by the stupidity of others. And mix you air with all the news last week, these cards actually make sense. Yeah, you see where I'm going with it. And Nancy, yay! Erica and Nancy, Wisdom of the Sages. Nancy Hendricks and Nancy Sage Shadow is here with us today. So nice to see you here. All right, so that's our weekly reading. We've got some challenges, but we know that. All right. Let us get to the list. I'm going to try not to skip anyone, but if I do, you know what to do. Just let me know. I really do my best to take everyone in order to not skip anyone, but obviously your tarot fairy godmother can easily be distracted by shiny objects. So, we're going to do what we're going to do here. Okay. I'm having mouse issues too. My mouse is weird. All right, here we go. Starting with Melissa Grosso. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for the week. The 3 of Cups reversed. So what does that say? Melissa, have no fun this week. Whatever you do, don't go dancing and don't spend any time with your friends. Yeah, no, we can't interpret that reversal that way. In fact, I'm going to go the exact opposite. And I'm going to say, Melissa, you really need to have some fun. I mean, obviously, do all the things you're supposed to do. I know you're going to do that anyway. But this week, make sure you have some fun. Please. And I want to say a huge thank you to Nancy, Erica and Nancy, Wisdom of the Sages, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for your kindness. Really appreciate that. And y'all know how much I love, personally and professionally, love Nancy Hendrickson. And, of course, Erica Robinson. We're really excited about some projects they both have coming up. But you know I am always encouraging you. Ancestral Tarot and Ancestral Grimoire by Nancy Hendrickson. Check them out. And we've got new stuff, too. Ofrenda, the Ofrenda Oracle is just out. Isn't that right, Nancy? So lots of great stuff, Nancy. Don't be afraid to drop some links. All right. Next up, Lisa Harmon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Here is your card for the week. Oh, golly gosh. So we understand how pertinent this card is. It was in the reading for the collective this week and last week, as Lisa McCord reminded us. And we know it speaks directly to Mercury retrograde. That was funny. That was like a thing being itself, right? Because Mercury retrograde can affect communication. And then I couldn't communicate it, so that was a fun moment. So first and foremost, this week, Lisa, protect yourself extra special well against the ravages of Mercury retrograde. Be careful about communication. Be careful driving. Be careful with technology. Extra special. Check it. If you usually check it once, check it twice, right? Take extra time for everything. So there's that. But there's also something about not letting other people make you feel stupid. You need to recognize your own skills, your own truth, your own knowledge, your own tools, and you need to recognize that these things have value and that you have value. There's a whole history here of being devalued, and that changes. And let's use this Beltane energy to really welcome that sense of valuing yourself. All right. Smile Soul 20, my friend. I'm so happy to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. Here is a card for the week for you. Judgment reversed. Okay, this week, some things that you thought were over aren't over. Now, that could be a problem from the past, but it also could be an opportunity from the past that you thought wasn't going to go anywhere, but now it's open again. So, and I mean, that's a Mercury retrograde thing too, right? Things from the past coming back. So be open to opportunities, especially opportunities that you thought were no longer opportunities. However, if something that is hurtful from the past starts coming back for you, whether that's like a person coming back literally, a situation coming back literally, or something in your own mind and heart, you have to do what you have to do to let that go and take the opportunity for closure. All right. Febborn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Sorry. I was having mouse issues, as I told you, and I just multitasked and fixed my mouse whilst speaking with you. All right, Febborn. A card to begin your week, Febborn, of course. Here's what we see for you, my friend. Death. Okay, you know tarot. Y'all know tarot. Don't get freaked out here. This is not predicting a physical death. But for you, Feb-born, this is predicting for this week something really powerful. An opportunity for real change. Letting go of something. It could be a change that happens to you that you have to respond to, but it could be the changes that you have been working toward over time. So with this changing season, welcome change in your life, especially this week. Carrie Dunnick, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Five of Swords. And what are y'all thinking about this deck? It's out of print, but I really like it. You can see I used it a lot back in the day, and I really like it. I don't know why I never got more than one copy of it. Carrie Dunnick, Five of Swords. So you're really going to have to pick and choose the challenges that you want to face. There's a lot of challenges around you. And some of them are challenges that, you really should face because you can whoop their butts and be just fine and come out better. And there's some challenges you probably should just walk away from. And so first of all, for this week, my friend, good self-care, Carrie. Really, good self-care. Good self-care, Carrie. Because you're going to really need your strength and need your energy. You're going to be needing to bring your A game. And then figure out what you want to tackle it, and figure out what you're going to say no and have boundaries with. Not the easiest week, but a week that can leave you better than you were going into it. All right. Quinn Kilharius, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Card on the ground. Oh my gosh, card on the ground. And it was face up, so it's yours. 8 of Swords. Quinn, what's up with this? Are you feeling stuck? Are you having some anxiety? This week, I think you really need to... focus on where you feel stuck and then figure out where you are stuck and where you aren't stuck, right? Because you don't want to fight something that you can't do anything about. But I think there are ways that you're feeling hemmed in, that you're feeling limited, where you really don't have to be. So think about that this week, please. And because it flew out, now it flew out not because your Tower Fairy Godmother is clumsy. It flew out because it flew out for you, face up. So it's important. Pay attention. Julie, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you, the Knight of Cups. This week could bode very well for you romantically. But there's more. There's something spiritual with this too. On one hand, you're encouraged to pursue the things that you love. If there's something you want to do, something you love doing, then pursue that thing. Do that thing. That's how we pursue happiness, right? By pursuing doing the things that we love. So do that. Make that a priority this week. But also think about that high vibration of unconditional love, that vibration of love that really connects us to higher power, and how we all have that within us, whatever you want to call it, and really walk with that this week. Lead with that this week. Kim Case, my friend, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Hope you're doing well. Okay, you, Maria, and Anthony this morning. Yes, of course. Let's start with you. For you, the Four of Pentacles. So you have really just gone through something, and you really have to be setting good boundaries for yourself and for others as we go into this week, especially thinking about what you want to do with business, what you want to do with finances, and what you want to do with your own self-care. You now have the time and space to pay attention to the things that matter most, which could be exactly those things. So pay attention to those things, especially this week. All right, now, Maria, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Here we go for you. Ouch! Okay. Now, this is auspicious in the sense that it was in the reading for the collective. But what that means is, Maria, you may get caught up in some conversation or some upset or some hurt. And because of the way it came up and the way we interpreted it originally, it could even have to do with social issues. Some conversations or, banter banter is usually friendly. Unfriendly banter, is that a thing? I don't know. So be careful about getting caught up in those conversations that can only be hurtful. And look at what has hurt you on a deeper level. And there may be some things very personal to you that come up this week, either in your memory or actually happening, that feel really hurtful. And so take time to address what hurts you. You're a keep on going kind of person, but take time to care for yourself. That's the important thing, right? All right, Anthony, hope you're doing well. The 9 of Swords. So this may be something the two of you are going through together, Anthony and Maria. The two of you together may be facing something that is upsetting. Maria got the 9 of Swords, other way around. Maria got the 10 of Swords, Anthony got the 9 of Swords. Anthony, for you this week, there's something you're worried about. There's something that's on your mind that's upsetting you. Don't let that get in the way of your goals. I'm going to say it again. Don't let that get in the way of your goals, okay? But whatever the two of you are going through together, remember that you may not always agree with each other, but you are always a team. All right. Autumn Pond, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here this morning. Here is a card for the week for you. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I had not pulled this deck out in a long time and did not realize that card was shuffled in. I apologize. But what do you do as a diviner? Do you interpret that when a card that wasn't really meant to be in the deck is there? Like I'm going to give you another card, but I am going to give you an interpretation, Autumn Pond, which is expect the unexpected this week. Some people will use these cards as an unknown card, as a whatever you think it is, it's not described by tarot and it's out of this world. So be prepared. Now let's give you an actual card, hopefully, maybe, please. And it's the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So this week, be careful about your resources, time, money, energy. And if there are people you are expecting to do things, either personally, professionally, whatever, check in with them and make sure you're all on the same page about who's doing what, because there could be some confusion. And if you need something, don't forget to ask for it. All right. Christine Hallowell, hope you're doing well. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. Hey, Pamela Phillips. So, this is an out-of-print deck. It's New Century Tarot, Rolf Eckelman, U.S. Games. Out of print, available, not too expensive, and a lot of fun. And I'm regretting that I didn't stock up on these before they went out of print because I like it. I didn't realize I liked it. I just grabbed it off the shelf as I was coming into the broadcast room. I was like, the deck was like, pick me. And so I just picked it and barely remembered it, but remembered that I used to work with it professionally, so it had to be okay. All right. Christine Hallowell, here we go for you. The Hierophant reversed. I love it when the Hierophant is reversed. It's like this week, question authority. I mean, always we should question authority, but this week, question authority, and especially Christine. The voices that authority put into your head, whether it's common wisdom or what's accepted as common wisdom, whether it's talking points, whether it's things your parents taught you, whether it's things you learned as a child in school. It's okay to question. It's okay to question the things you tell yourself as truths, because what if they're not truths? You know? The person who as an adult believes that they're lazy because their parents always said they were lazy, but they're not lazy at all. You know, that kind of thing too. So it's very personal. So question authority. Have fun with that. Don't get in trouble. All right. Joanne Smith, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. How was festival? Oh my gosh. One of these days I'm getting back there. I miss y'all so much. Tell me it was really awesome and that the weather was good. All right. All right, here we go. For you, Joanne, the Two of Swords. Aleister Crowley calls this the card of peace, and ideally, this week could be a time of rest for you, but it actually could be that you have some decisions to make and you have some things to figure out. You know, it feels like you've come home with some things on your mind. And do try to rest, do be at peace, but sort some things out as well. Now, for Charlie, who is also a member, thank you so much, Charlie. We appreciate you as well. Here we go, Charlie. The Page of Cups. Charlie, so sweet. I love this card. You know, this can simply be a message of love from those in spirit, you know, which is such a nice thing. But it also tells you to be loving in your speech this week. Whoever you're talking to, in whatever way you're speaking, temper your voice with love. And see what that does to the energy around you this week. Oh gosh, Joanne, you have a tree on the roof. Okay, so festival was amazing. That's so good. Had some storms, but worked together. Great. And decisions, you have a tree on the roof. Yeah, welcome to Florida. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. All right. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. The Knight of Swords reversed. This week, things may go slower than you want them to. And this could actually also be a warning to you to think before you speak, which is also that Mercury retrograde thing. Think before you speak. Think before you make a plan. You know, double check. Could speak to that as well. But then there's also this question about trust and who do you trust and why do you trust and what do you trust? So this could be a tough week. Be careful about communication. Be careful about what you trust. Double check everything and take things slow. That's maybe the best part, is let this be a restful week for you. Ashley, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Joanne, Charlie may need to remember loving speech dealing with the details. Got it. Okay, Ashley, here we go. The Three of Cups reversed. You are not the first one to get this. This week, think about the things that bring joy into your life and try to pursue those things. Like immediately, not in a way that gets you into trouble, not in a way that ignores your responsibilities, but in a way that honors joy, because that's what you need to do this week. Honor joy. Caroline McLaughlin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for the week. And blessed Samhain for you, because you're in Australia, right? Right. And you get Temperance. I love this card. So Caroline, this week, remember, there's a solution for every problem. Be patient, be cautious, be creative. And you will find that things come together beautifully. Oh, Christine Hallowell, thank you for that feedback. That makes sense. Totally. Okay. Mix you here. Thanks for being here, Michelle. Hope you're doing well. So that was fun. That was a rhyme like that. I should be a rapper right there, right? That was fun. All right. Anyway, it's nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Tower reversed. What are we going to do with that? Huh. So this week, if something happens that feels really crazy, weird, horrible, it's probably not going to be as bad as you think it is. And that's really the message I get from this, is as you're watching things happen, like you're very in it. Like if you care enough about something to know that it's happening, Michelle, you're in it and you really care about it, and so it's personal. And so every single thing that happens that you know about, that you hear about, that you care about becomes personal, and it's a lot. Try to step back and observe and not personalize everything. That will give you the strength to be the activist you need to be to make the changes you want to make. Does that make sense? Jeannie Mnuchin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for the week ahead. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, there's that Eight of Swords. Man, the paralysis of analysis for you. I hope this is not so, but that's the way it shows up, that you may really be in this anxiety. And you're going to have to separate it out, because maybe some of it is tiredness. Maybe some of it is like post-traumatic stress. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. And so address the things that are making you feel anxious. Rest and allow yourself to heal and know that all is well, really. All right. Marion Newbury, thanks for being a member here. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Here's a card for you. The Seven of Wands. So, Marion, this week, you're going to really have to be a multitasker, and you're going to have a lot coming at you in a lot of different ways. But you are strong enough to handle everything, and you can do it creatively, and it doesn't even have to be that hard. Be willing to set boundaries where you need to. Nalini, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here today, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Cards for you and Brad, most certainly. Nalini, for you, excuse me. The Ten of Wands reversed. Nalini, it feels like this week you will recognize that you do have people around you that care about you, that you do have friends who are there for you, that you are not alone, and that you can move through some of the things that have hurt you and on to the next thing. There is some healing here. Things are starting to break up and be able to move away. It's a good thing. It's hard, but it's good. Baby cakes, cacti and clover. I love that. That's like an album title, right? Cacti and clover. I like it. Good morning, baby cakes. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Six of Cups. All right. So, baby cakes, this week, you may go to a place you haven't been in a long time, or be reunited with some friends you haven't seen in a while. You may go through boxes of old stuff and have some moments of nostalgia. You may also spend some time thinking about what has brought you to where you are, so you can think about where you want to go. It's not a bad thing. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and happy Beltane to you. Here is a card for you. The Ten of Cups reversed. So it's finals week. And you have to focus on finals. And aren't these your finals before you go on to the next leg of your educational journey? So this is so important. And it's been so cool to kind of be with you here on this. This is so great. But the Ten of Cups reversed, it could be a hard week. And the thing is, while you're going through finals, there could be some family stuff happening at the very same time. So you're going to have to, balance. You're going to have to balance. And so do that. Balance, good self-care. It's all good. You'll be okay. But just be prepared for like hard things to go wrong, especially related to family. Not terrible, but there it is. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So just do that. And Janine, nice to see you. Yes. On UK Amazon, this new $17.99 and pounds and 90 pounds collectible. Yes. Yeah. And here I am just beating it up. Why? Because, half of my debt collection at this point is collectible. But what am I going to do? Just let them gather dust? They have to come out and play. They scream at me to come out and play. So, y'all can buy my collection when I cross the veil many, many years from now. And it'll be more beat up than it is now, but it will have been mine. So that should mean something. All right, here we go. And Nalini, if possible, may I also have a card for Mother Vera? Of course. Of course. Hello, Vera. Here's a card for you. The Page of Swords reversed. I feel like, Vera, there's a lot right now that... Okay, there's a couple things. There may be a particular younger family member, a kid, a grandkid, a niece, a nephew, someone that you're worried about. And you're not sure how to help. And honestly, just by caring and just by believing in them is enough. There's also something here about communication. There may be some conversations that you want to have, some things that are bothering you that you want to be able to talk about, but you're not really sure how. And what I'm going to say is it's important to have the conversations that matter to you, but you're right to be careful. You're right to be careful because you don't want to inadvertently hurt people. Now, there's a third thing here, which is about like what is true and what is not true. There may be some things that you believe that are bothering you that really aren't true at all, that, it's your perception. It's not what's actually true. So you may want to think about that a little bit. All right. Tyrone Tarot, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. Tyrone Tarot. The Knight of Swords reversed. So I get a very specific message for you with this card. Do not let anyone silence you. I don't know if this is something like inside you trying to silence you or something from outside you trying to silence you, or even some logistical thing that's making it hard for you to get your voice heard. I don't care what it is. Your voice must be heard. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Here is a card for you. Claire, the Three of Swords. I'm so sorry on this joyous holiday. Here we have a card of sorrow for you. And I feel like this week you're going through some stuff, your stuff, family stuff, whatever it is. It's hard. And you have to hold space for the fact that it's hard. You have to take extra special good care of yourself. You have to be willing to ask for grace and ask for help and recognize that you are doing the best you can for everyone. And just move on toward whatever healing is possible for yourself and for others. That's all you can do. Pamela's Insight, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. No, I'm sorry, you're not a member. You're a moderator, and we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's that Magician reversed. Ouch! This card is stalking us in a really big, scary way, and I think a lot of us are conflating it with some things that are happening sort of globally, but it's also appropriate for Mercury retrograde, and it can be appropriate for things in your own life personally this week, Pamela. And so for you this week, be very careful about communication and be careful about securing your goods very specifically. I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I'm not saying there are people trying to steal from you, but before we were all doing cloud computing, we used to say back up your computer, make sure you save your work. So wherever you are with all that, or your artwork, make sure your artwork is stored well, that kind of thing. Secure your stuff. That's what I get from this card for you. I can't explain it, but that's what I get, so take it. Joyous Ocean, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here's your card for the week. Temperance, what a beautiful card, man. I love this card. It's probably my favorite card in the deck, and it's yours for the week. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? It tells you that nothing in life is perfect. Nothing is perfect. But if you take a little of this and a little of that and you blend it together, you can create the perfect blend. This is a card of magic, of alchemy, of art. And all of these energies are yours. You can create what you want. You can't get it all done this week. But you can be in that energy of flow and magic. So do that. This weekend, always, why not? Teresa, Pluto went retrograde today. So can you just tell us, we know what to look at with Venus retrograde. We know what to look at with Mercury retrograde, what to expect. What do we expect from a Pluto retrograde? Could you let us know, if you don't mind? If you can't, that's okay too. All right, Lisa McCord, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card to start the week. All right, there were two of them. There usually are. So, after my demise, I can tell you that I don't think I have the little white book, but I have these two cards. Anyone wants to bid on it? Okay. So when you get that card, how are we interpreting it? Well, that was the title card. And so I have a specific interpretation for you. Is like title. What do you want your title to be? What do you really want to do? Is your title at work the title that you want it to be? And if not, how can you seek that title? That's really how I'm interpreting it. But let's get your real card. The Devil. Awesome. All right, this is going to be a tough week. Be careful about what you're attached to. This is like a metaphoric example. You've heard the phrase, okay, you can have it quick, you can have it good, or you can have it fast. Pick two, you can't have all three. That's true about a lot of things in life, and you're going to find that's true about a lot of things this week. So don't get attached to all the things. If that makes sense. All right. Lit, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Ooh, the Three of Swords. I'm so sorry. This could be a tough week. You could be dealing with some things that are upsetting you, some way that you need healing, body, mind, spirit, some difficult things going on. Do what you have to do to ask for what you need and to take care of you. Let this pass. Do what you can to conserve your strength. That's really the key for this week. Okay, Teresa, thank you so much. Pluto represents subconscious forces ruling all that is below the surface. On the upside, associated with renewal and rebirth, and it's happening right at Beltane, the season of rebirth. That's amazing. It represents endings and new beginnings and spiritual growth and rebirth. Actually, that could be exactly what we need. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. That could be why the cards are so intense, too. We really appreciate you, Teresa. It's always nice to have a house astrologer, right? All right, Pamela Phillips, my good friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So happy you're on today. May I have a card for myself, my daughter, Pip in England, and Cynthia. Dr. Alled. My phrase is you can have anything you want, but you can't have everything you want. So true. So true. Okay, here we go. Pamela Phillips. Let's see what we got. For you, the Hermit. I think this week, you need to know that any problem that arises, you're going to know how to solve it. You have the wisdom and you're going to have the time. I think you're going to be able to rest a little this week, try to get to some new normal this week, take a little time out and remember who you are this week. And, you're in your grief process and there's some grief here. Your routine from before has changed. And as much as, it's all part of the natural order of things and it's okay. Everything's okay. But you got to go through it and you're going through it and you're going to move through a lot of that energy this week. All right. Pip, here we go. Pip, you and Pamela have exactly the same card. And maybe for different reasons, but if you could, I think it would be great if the two of you could schedule some time together this week and try to work on Hermit stuff. Maybe both of you do a deep dive into the Hermit and why it's important to you this week. Thus, I assign thee to do. Now, for you, Pip, the way this card strikes me is you really have to figure out who your friends are. You have to figure out who your friends are and who your allies are and how to get the word out about who you are and how people can contact you to utilize your services. How about that? Okay, Pamela's daughter. Seven of Swords. Okay. You have to act like you trust everyone, but you can't trust anyone. But you must trust yourself. These are some treacherous waters you're swimming in right now. And it's hard to say exactly what's going on. And so just recognize, you don't know all the stories. You don't know the whole thing. So be careful. Don't react to things. Trust yourself. Be above reproach yourself. And just let things shake out. And for Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia. Cynthia! I don't know how you fit into the circle, but you also got the Hermit. And so you may want to get in on that study. For you, Cynthia, I feel like there could be some loneliness. You need to really reach out, reconnect with old friends, make new friends. But also be patient. There are some things in your life that really require your patience right now. So, give things the time they need, even if you want it done quicker. All right. And more astrology. Thank you, Teresa. Going back into Aquarius for the last time. Remember not to worry. We have been here before. Final revisit. I left my abusive ex of 20 years ago on a Pluto retrograde day. Not planned, just happened that way. That's so cool. So cool. Got it. Oh, Autumn Pond. That is so cool. Very good. All right. Here we go. Marilyn Toback. Nice to see you. All right. Marilyn Toback. For your week ahead, the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there's something you're working on that you've been working on for a really, 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 really long time. And it hasn't finished and it hasn't gone the way you've wanted it to go, but this week keep working on it because you will make some headway. All right. For your daughter, Marilyn. The Four of Pentacles reversed. So this week, it might be okay to give someone the benefit of the doubt. It might be okay to step outside your comfort zone just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, do something different. Maybe even have a little fun or a small indulgence, maybe just a little. All right. Hey, Karen Hendershot, my good friend. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. Knight of Cups. Okay, so Karen, you know this card bodes really well for romance. So do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. I'm going to say it once more. Do not give up. Let me say it twice more. Do not give up. Yea, no, verily shall I say it thrice. Do not give up. Seriously. Love is coming. You know, 80s hair metal band Tesla. Love is all around you. Love is waiting outside your door, waiting for you. Seriously, don't give up. That's what I have to say about this week. I don't know if something interesting is going to happen this week, or if you're just in a bad mood thinking about giving up, or if you've already met someone, I don't know. Or if it's just preparing you for something coming, but one way or the other. Can't wait to hear about it. All right. TJ and GA, thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Two of Swords reversed. Okay, this is going to be a tough week for you. There may be a lot of ways you're feeling like you're jumping out of your skin. Take a breath, calm down. You can only do what you can do. And try not to make decisions under duress or for the wrong reasons. Michelle F., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Eight of Cups reversed. You know, there's something here about healing from pains of the past, healing from feelings of abandonment, healing from not getting what you wanted, letting go of things that have hurt you, acknowledging the pain, but then letting the pain go. And I mean, you don't have to do all of that this week, but it feels like there is some real opportunity for healing this week. Oh, Karen, that's interesting feedback. I started to message with a man this past week. Seems like a gentleman. We'll see. All right. We will see. All right. You will definitely keep us posted, please. Hey, Ren Geronimo. Here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. Five of Cups reversed. Here is the thing. There are some things that are difficult and there are some things that are hurtful, and you have to deal with that and you have to acknowledge that, but there are also some things that are good. And you will do well this week to stay focused on the positive. Keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the positive, keep your mood light as much as possible this week. Trey Cameron, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Page of Swords reversed. No, Trey, there is no such thing as writer's block. Actually, no, I know that there actually is. I feel like this week you really need to focus on where your thoughts are, where your head is, where your truth is, and it feels hard. It feels hard, difficult. There's a part of me that wants to say, well, maybe don't even try to do any of that. Maybe just go swimming, you know? Maybe do something completely different. Get outside and do something completely different so that you can then get into your head and into your words and do what you need to do. Good luck. Jackie Masters, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Interesting. I dreamt about StarCon last night, and Jackie Masters, you were in my dream. It was all good, but just, because I'm already getting excited about StarCon. That's the thing, because we're doing big planning and making big announcements, and tickets are going on sale shortly, and yada, yada. All right, here we go. Jackie. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. For you. So, Jackie, this could be romantic for you. This could be about your own love life and where that's at and where you want it to be at and taking some steps toward that this week. In fact, thusly the universe hath commanded you. Not sure what I'm up with there. But anyway, yes. It's something about this deck. The colors and the imagery of this deck makes me feel very just very, all of that. Yeah, anyway. Seriously, Jackie, whatever's up with love this week and in your life, make love a priority. All kinds of love. Friends, family, universe, all of it. But maybe also romance. Make it a priority. Seriously. And Trey, a weird one, I do have a pool, LOL. I was thinking of going swimming today. So yeah, thus you have been commanded. Seriously, Trey. And do it in a really spiritual way. It's Beltane. Dive into the pool and really feel that energy. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes, and let that reset you. Okay. Yeah, lit, there it is. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. All right. There's a lot of feedback there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Who's next? I just did Jackie. It looks like Adrija. Nice to see you. You're next. Here we go. All right, here we go. Adrija. The Queen of Swords reversed. So be careful this week. Be careful about being too much in your own head. Be careful about overthinking too much. Be careful about telling yourself things that are not true or getting stuck on things that don't matter. Be careful. Shepherd your brain well this week. And also at work, because I know you're tech. At work, be careful with tech. Be careful, double check. Again, that Mercury retrograde thing. Check and double check your work seriously and without a doubt. Okay. All right. Hey, Dr. Aled, Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You are up next. Give me a second. I just got to find you. I just overscrolled. Here we go. And prepared to move back to civilization. Hallelujah. All right. I'm glad. I'm so happy about this move for you. Let's see what we've got for you, Robin Renee. The Two of Swords reversed. I think it's going to be a lot of hard decisions as you make this move. I don't think that any of this is going to be easy, but I think it is the right thing. Trust yourself to make the right decisions. Don't be afraid to text me. So yeah, this whole thing. It's so much of a reset and so much of a move forward. It's so much of a much. It's all good, but it's a lot. That's what I got to say about that this week. So good self-care. Hey, Betty Flesher. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. This is great. May I have a beautiful card for this beautiful week ahead? Fingers crossed. All right, let's see what we got. This card keeps showing up. That's so great. It is a beautiful card for a beautiful week ahead, Betty Flesher. And it's special because it's a card quite a few people are getting. This week, focus on love. Know that you are loved. Know that you are love. Show the love. Spread the love. Talk to people you love. Do things you love. And just really connect and reconnect with the things and the people and the places and the ideas that you love. And how perfect for Beltane. So yeah, you do that. Julia Bonesteel, happy Beltane to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I was going to say it was at Beltane that you and I first met, but it wasn't. It was Samhain. First met in person. Yes, I am safe in stormy Florida, although, yeah, that tornado hit really near us. That was crazy. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Okay, and let's see what we got for you. Julia, the High Priestess. I always associate this card with you anyway. There are certain women that just strike me as High Priestess people. You're one. Lisa McCord here is another, just for whatever reason. There it is. Karen Winkle is another. Anyway, I could play that game for a long time. Okay, here we go. Julia, for you, the High Priestess for this week, it is okay to be quiet. It is okay to be silent. It is okay to be still. It is okay to not have to make every decision or do everything. And it is okay at this time of connection, your first Beltane without your beloved. It is okay to feel whatever kind of way you might feel. And the answer is spiritual. The answer is to slip to the other side of the veil and spend some time with your beloved. And in this to find comfort, and to find comfort in the practices and the sacred texts. And let that be enough for now. All right. Michelle F., thank you for your, thank you so much for your kind words. And Ta, thank you for being here. I will absolutely get to you. Thanks so much for being here. I just do these in the order that I see them. Thank you. All right, here we go. Denise Woods, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. You, Jerry, Amy, and Tonda, here we go, starting with you, Denise. Denise, King of Wands, this week, do creative things. That's the directive. Be creative. Use your creativity. Have some fun with it, and you will feel so much better. And also get out in the beautiful weather. Please. Okay. Jerry. Hanged Man reversed. This week, do the things. The things you've been putting off, do the things. Take control, no excuses. Amy. The Two of Pentacles. Amy, I think this week you're going to be really busy getting things done. It will not necessarily be easy, but you will do it successfully. Tonda. The Seven of Cups. Tonda, you are a creative person, and you too should use your creativity. But you need to be careful not to let your imagination run away with you, to think that things are a way that they really aren't. Don't let your imagination take yourself to a place that makes you crazy. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know what I mean. All right. And next, Kanchan Verma, so nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Here is your card for the week ahead. The Page of Wands. Okay, this week, be willing to learn some new things, and some new things that are really going to delight you or help you. And be willing to spend some time focusing on your creativity, and maybe even spending time with other creative people. Let that be the energy of the week. Creativity, learning, and communication. Okay. So Lisa Harmon, I am so glad that you're finished with your treatment. That is fabulous. Arcano Rayo, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Janine Barnes, thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Here is a card for you for the week ahead. The Three of Pentacles reversed. So it may be, and it's interesting because you asked a question about work, and what we do here is a card for the week ahead, but this actually answers it. This doesn't seem to be going the way you want it to go. I feel like the project you're trying to work on is not going the way you want it to go. That's the way it's showing up. Okay. Quinn. I am sorry that you are really anxious. I mean, that is, Eight of Swords is my card of anxiety, but I'm sorry that you are. All right. Hey, Lydia, nice to see you. Card for you and card for the boyfriend. Here we go. All right. For you, Lydia, Three of Wands reversed. This week, you're going to feel like things aren't going the way you want them to. Take the long view. Take the long view. It's not about right now. It's about the investment. It's about what you're building. It's about where you're going. Do not get into a defeatist attitude. All right. And for the boyfriend. Two of Pentacles. This week you're going to be very, very busy. There may be new work or opportunities for work. May not be the best, but it'll keep you going. So be open to what keeps you going. Okay, Robin Renee, card for Taina and for the goddaughter Dylan. Yes, of course. Starting with Taina. King of Cups. How's your love life? I mean, this is a good card for love, wherever that's at for you. But one way or the other, recognize that you are a leader, whether that's in family or in work or amongst friends. And recognize that you can use your voice to help others be kinder to each other. And there may be an opportunity to do that this week. Now, for Dylan, Seven of Swords. Dylan, there's some things coming up here around trust. There may be something that you're believing to be true that is not true. Something you're telling yourself that is not true. There may be a person around you who is misrepresenting themselves either intentionally or unintentionally. So be very careful who and what you trust. Okay. River's Edge, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. That is a fabulous name. Okay, here's a card for you. The Hierophant. Okay, this week, recognize your own authority, but if you have a need, if you have a question that needs to be answered that you can't answer, if you have a task that needs to be done that you can't do, seek the proper authority. If you're sick, go to a doctor. If you're having a legal issue, see an attorney. Rise to the occasion if you yourself are the authority, but don't try to be the authority if you're not. All right. Martha Vink, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Martha, this is my favorite card. You're not the first one to get it today. Temperance. First and foremost, be patient. But recognize that, everything is a flow. Everything is a give and take, and a little of this and a little of that. Everything is a blend. And it takes time, it takes patience, it takes precision, it takes creativity to get that right blend, that right balance, that sweet spot. And it's that sweet spot you're looking for. And you can find it. And that's what you need to know. You can find it. Hey, Justine. Nice to see you. Okay, Justine, our moderator, has come in and asked for a wrap-up card. We love you, Justine, and we know how hard you work. Justine is a tech volunteer for StarCon all year round, so I have her working a lot, and she moderates this channel. So she does a lot for me, and we really appreciate that. Justine, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week. Ouch, the Three of Swords. Girl, what are you going through? I feel like there's a thing here. You're going through a thing. There's something bugging you. Whatever it is, address it. Don't say, oh, that's nothing, in that Monty Python, oh, it's just a flesh wound kind of way. Don't minimize your pain. If something is making you feel pain, figure out what it is and address it. Address your pain. That's what I have to say there. All right. Janine, do I think I should cut my losses and say I've changed my mind? I think you want to. And so, yeah, I think it's worth considering doing that. Yeah, I do. I mean, you have to make your own decision, but yeah, I do. Oh, I skipped Brad. I am so sorry, Nalini. I am so sorry. Brad, please forgive me. Here we go. Brad, Five of Swords, man. Being skipped by me is just the first of the challenges that you're going to be dealing with this week. I'm sorry. So just be very careful about where you step this week. I almost feel like there's people around you that leave these verbal traps for you, where if you then say the wrong thing, they're going to be all over it. So just be very, very careful in every way. Not everyone around you sets you up for success. So you have to set yourself up for success. That's the key. All right. All right. Okay, card for you. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Hang on here. You are up next. Hang on one sec. All right. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Page of Cups reversed. This week you may be feeling a little shy. You may be feeling like you want to keep to yourself a bit. And if, excuse me, I am so sorry. All right, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do, and that's okay. But if you're feeling shy and you know what you really need to do is get yourself out there, then consider this your admonition to get out there. Make sense? Oh, Marion, Seven of Wands makes sense. That's the card of the week for those counting the Omer following Mark Horn's book, The Gates of Light. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Ah, perfect. I love it. Oh, Arcana Rayo, I skipped you. I am so sorry. I said hi to you, but I didn't see your request yet. Let me do you right now. Page of Wands. This week, it's got to be all about creativity and all about being open to new ways of doing things, learning new ways of doing things, and maybe even some formal education, maybe even taking a class or a workshop, especially in something that is creative that you really enjoy. All right, and next that I see here would be Swati. Nice to see you. The Hanged Man reversed. This week, you really, if there's something that you have left undone that you know needs to be done, then you should do it. Seriously, seriously do it. You got to do it. You just got to do it. Don't put things off this week. That's the message. Ta, thanks for your patience. Nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Hey, Kathleen. Yeah, absolutely. I'll get to you for sure. Okay, here we go, Ta. 7 of Cups. So there's so many possibilities for you. And you need to recognize, whether it's for the things you plan for the long future or even the immediate, there are many possibilities and many things you can choose. But you are responsible for your own choices. And I think sometimes you don't always, you may choose based on a fear or based on misinformation. So this week, make sure you're making choices based on the right stimuli. How about that? Okay, and would like a card for Arpan, of course. The Knight of Swords. Okay, you got a lot you got to get done this week, and you'll do it very, very quickly. Communication is very, very important this week, and it's very important for you to have a lot of clarity about what your goals are, what you're doing, what you're getting done, and you will get it done very, very well. So this is a week of action, precision, and getting stuff done. All right. Okay, Bella Luna, you're up next. Hang on one second. Here we go, Bella Luna. Oh, of course, I learned about Gates of Light from attending StarCon. Thank you very much. Oh, man, I have the most amazing StarCon announcement. Oh, my gosh. There is a fundamental change that is going to make StarCon even more awesome for 2024. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. All right, here we go. Bella Luna. The Knight of Swords. So that's come up a lot today. I feel like actually you might be doing some traveling or planning some traveling, or someone may be traveling to see you, but something about travel is going to figure strongly this week. All right, Jenny, you're next. All right, here we go. Jenny, there's that Knight of Swords again. For you, Jenny, though, my interpretation is be really clear about what's true and what's not. Find the things that you know for sure are true. Your true north, that's what it is. And let those things guide you. Don't let other things distract you and disturb you. Gotcha. Oh, that gotcha? I said the quiet part aloud. Sorry. That was for lit. Makes sense. I understand completely. All right. So that was Jenny. So who's next? Gina Rutledge. Gina, thank you so much for being a member here. We really appreciate you. Gina is a member at the highest level, and we so appreciate your support. Thank you. Here is a card for you. Knight of Cups. So, interestingly, I'm wondering about travel for you. I'm wondering if you're planning a trip or if someone's going to be coming to visit you. But there's also something so powerful in this card specific to love. And that can be romantic love, that can be spiritual love, that can be love in all its forms. But the key is The key is this week, let love lead you, whatever that means. Whatever that means at this time. Whether that's spending time with people you love, whether that is having an important conversation, whether that is doing something that you love, pursuing something that you love, loving yourself, buying yourself a beautiful whatever. You got permission here. There you go. All right. Kathleen and Patricia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Ozark Oracle, yes, I will get to you. Okay, here we go. Kathleen, Patricia, so nice to see you. I shuffled the Knight of Cups. So, I don't know where to go with this for you. You know, there's just a sense like I want you to remember that you are loved, to remember that you are lovable. You may be traveling to visit someone you love. You may be making any sort of a connection, friendship, personal business, whatever, with someone or something that you love. But there is something here about forward motion in a positive way that I think is a good sign. All right. Oh, PL Day, you are up next. Thank you for being a member. So, I met PL Day in person recently this weekend. I had met her before because she had come to our meetup when she had been in town. She doesn't live here. But she happened to be in town and came to see me in my office. And there is a photo. I can prove it. I'll put the photo up in the community page because she gave me permission so to do. But it's so nice to see you here. And you are up next. And now I have, like, very clearly in my head, I have a beautiful face to go with the name. Oh, Gina, thanks for that feedback. That's really good. That's cool. You're traveling. You're going camping and relove. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Hang on. PL Day, we are all about you right this minute. Marion, am I leaving you hanging on this announcement? Actually, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, we've been on for almost an hour and a half now, so we don't have the same crowd we did at the beginning. When we get all the way to the end of the requests, I've not made the announcement verbally yet anywhere. If you can stick around, I will make the announcement to the people at the very end. So I'm just going to hide it in there like an Easter egg. So, okay. PL Day, sorry. Six of Cups. PL Day, I feel like this week is all about healing from the things of the past so that you can really look to the future. That's really what the energy is. And whatever you have to do to make that happen, you cannot let the past dictate the future in any way. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Leslie Jones, Ten of Swords reversed. I love that it's reversed. Now, auspicious because it came up upright in the collective reading, but reverse for you, so that's good. So I'm going to say this week you will see some improvement in some things that have been difficult. Things that have been difficult will get easier. Things that have been painful will get better this week. Yay. Okay. Ozark Oracle. Here we go. Page of Wands. That's come up a lot this week. For you, Ozark Oracle, I'm going to say to a creative project specifically, Like some specific thing you are working on or want to be working on or should be working on. I don't know if it's making a quilt or writing a book or playing a song. I don't know what it is. But a creative project, either finishing one, starting one, working on one, that's the energy for the week. That's the thing that feels important. Okay, so it's last call for readings, y'all. If I accidentally missed you, please let me know. Here's the announcement. You know that StarCon, whether you come in person or online, is followed by the 30-day Afterglow on Accelerants, where we do classes and meetings in the lounge. You can continue to shop in the exhibition hall online, and you can watch recordings of the classes for 30 days, and then it all goes away. Well, new technology and a bit of finagling on our part. We now have perpetual Afterglow. The Afterglow will be all year, 365 days of Afterglow. So access to the recordings of the classes in your ticket. Opportunity to meet with presenters and to meet with your friends in the lounges. Ability to shop in the exhibition hall. It's a whole new world. So basically your ticket gives you the conference and then entrance into this bubble where we learn and grow and meet together all year long. What do you think of that? Same ticket price. Same ticket price. Oh, Ozark Oracle, spot on, and it's a pretty huge one. Well then, the universe has spoken to you. Go do it. Right, it's huge. It's huge, and it's a whole thing, right? It's a whole thing. So, where there are some other great things. Now, I was trying to figure out what to call, what to call that, a perpetual love bubble. Yes, exactly. And it ends right when this next StarCon begins. So we can actually use a lounge as we're preparing for the new StarCon, for StarCon 2025, right? Justine Shaw on the floor. This is great. This is great. This is great. I'm really enjoying your reactions. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. So yeah. So, even if you can't come in person, it makes that virtual ticket just that more valuable. And if you do come in person, it makes that virtual ticket just that much more valuable. So, but what I was asking you is there a name like Afterglow on steroids? Like if it were like the 90s, it'd be like Afterglow Extreme. But I don't know what to say what to call, I don't know. PL Day, I'm going to so try to attend. And if you can come in person, it is West Palm Beach in January, which is really beautiful. It is a resort hotel. Even with the discount, the rooms aren't cheap, but you can have a roommate, The rooms are beautiful and big, and it's lovely. And we have so much fun, and there are some things that don't translate online, and there'll be more of that. Like last year, get your picture taken with a mermaid. We're going to do that again this year. And we're going to do some cosplay. We're going to do a cosplay red carpet event. There are some things that are just better in person, and they really are. And, when you come in person, you pay the price. You pay for your travel and your food and your lodging and your tax on your ticket, the $35 tax on your ticket. But you get that experience, and that experience of being, in the bar together late at night. It's fun and it's cool. But it's also true that if you come online on Accelerants, being in the lounge together late at night is also fun and cool. So whichever way you do it, that's what we've been engineering for you. And so the tickets will go on. This is like revolutionary. It is revolutionary. Pixie's Place. Infinite Afterglow. Wah, 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 wah. Afterglow, the light. Oh, there it is, man. PL Day has it. The light continues. Oh, I'm going to use that as a marketing slogan. StarCon just keeps getting better. Well, remember, never forget the bagpipes. I'll have to talk to Adrian. I know he's coming back. I don't know if he's flying with his pipes again. He was flying with his pipes specifically because he was going next to Scotland for a bagpipe thing. I don't know if he always travels with his pipes. Oh, Adrija, you did get your card. I did your card. I don't remember what it was, but I did it. You go back and watch. I absolutely did it. Oh, Betty, you'll be there in person. Yes. So yes, we're going to have some very interesting things. As above, so below. You know, friends. I'm going to be using all of these things. You know, Justine, you're taking notes on this, right? All of these things you're going to see them in our marketing. Justine, you know, she's my tech assistant. And so she's helping me with marketing. And we're going to be using all of that. Yeah, we are so excited for Benebell Wen. Who is not excited for Benebell Wen? Yeah, and I don't remember what it was, Adrija. I'm just gonna do a quick one for you right now, too. 7 of Cups. Oh, I know what it was. I remember. It was like the Knight of Swords reversed. Be careful what you tell yourself and be extra special careful with your tech. And this says the same thing. So there you go. The Everglow. Oh, you folks are so good. The Everglow. Denise, the Everglow. Oh, gosh, I'm dying over here. Oh, my gosh. That is too good. Thank you. Jeez Louise. The bagpipes were epic. The question is, how much of the epicness was because it was a surprise? Awesome news on Beltane, right? Hey, Science Giant, we're just here talking about StarCon. Yeah, so good to see you. Glad you're here. That the StarCon for 2024, the StarCon Afterglow is instead of being 30 days, is going to be the whole year. So, for instance, the Giants Forge online booth would be open for the whole year. For example, just saying. All right. And Eric, Science Giant, just got here. We've sort of stopped doing readings and are now just chatting about StarCon. But here's a card for your week ahead, my good friend. I'm loving my keychain. I use my keychain. I love it. The 7 of Swords. Okay. This week, there may be some situation where you are asked to not tell the truth. And you are going to have to, figure out how to honor protocol and honor your moral compass at the same time. I know you'll figure it out, but you're going to have to walk a fine line. Yes, Science Giant, I sent you an email to see if you were in for next year, and I have not heard back. I'm going to send you another email, but I'm seeing here that you are, and we want you. We want you. So, we want you as a presenter. We want you as an exhibitor. We want you as a friend. All right, my friends, thank you so much for everything. Really appreciate all of you. We'll see you soon.